Okay, in this video, we're going to do a quick update to see what is happening with our journey to rank for Las Vegas zip codes. In the first video in this playlist series, you saw me break down the goal of what we're trying to do. And then we actually went on to make a change, and I changed the name of the website. This was a test. Up here, you see Las Vegas zip code map. That was a couple weeks ago. We changed the name of the website just to see what that would do. So my goal is here is that I want to test and measure. You guys are all along this journey with me. This is, SEO, ranking on the search engines, everything to do with marketing is a lot of testing and measuring. There might be best practices, but some things might work better for one than another, or they're working better because they're technically in combination with, some other factor that is more of a correlation than a causation. And so I want to make sure that we are only changing one thing at a time, not a series of things, so that we know what it is that's actually working. So that's why this is a slow process, okay? So let's take a look over here at ballenvegas.com. The goal is to rank for the term Las Vegas zip code. Now, we already have Las Vegas zip code map and several other terms related to zip code. So let's just take a quick look at what happened when we changed the name of the website, okay? Now, we did have a little dip coming down from September. There's been some Google algorithm changes, and those will tend to fluctuate a little bit as they're rolling things out and playing with them. Nothing to be concerned about. But what we want to be monitoring is what's happened just recently since we made this change, okay? So Las Vegas Strip zip code did not change. Las Vegas zip code, we were in position 15. We're still in position 15 as of last report. I just realized I need to put this on a spreadsheet because I don't know without going back and watching the last video what it was at that point. But I know that there's been nothing major increase or decrease. So we're pretty much still in the same pocket. No major changes. Now, if I want to go ahead and look at let's look at the zip codes page, and I'm going to go to the new version, and we're going to look at pages. Again, I'm using SEMrush as my tool. Please check out the link in this video so that you can try SEMrush, and I do teach comprehensively on this software because it's the software I chose for my SEO and now for pay-per-click and content marketing and such as well, as they've added more tools to the platform. So here you can see I have a page called Las Vegas Strip zip code, Las Vegas Strip and Strip map. That's not the one we're talking about today. We are talking about zip codes. Now, I mentioned on our last call that what I think we need to do next is one of two things. One, change some things on the homepage to be more about zip codes so that we stand the chance of telling Google that our website is about zip codes. The challenge with that is that we run the risk of anything we put on the page related to zip codes that's not the page we're trying to rank for. They could steal some of the keyword, the SEO juice, if you will. They could steal some of that equity. And so we have to watch and see what happens with that. Another strategy I talked about was, see here, we're ranking for East Las Vegas zip code. So Google has decided that this page is actually more of an authority. And if I open it in a new tab, what we're going to be able to see is that it is ranking for the terms Las Vegas zip code. That's a problem. That's a problem. So the concept is then that we need to take this page, this East Las Vegas zip code page that's stealing away, cannibalizing that keyword, and we need to convince Google that this is not the primary page for zip codes, that the other one is, okay? Now, here's the one we're trying to get to rank. Let me open this in a new tab. Okay, and here's the one that's actually ranking, starting to steal some of that. So we had gotten to page 1 with zip codes, and then we lost it. And I think it's because I created too many zip code pages, and it's confusing Google. So here's where we run the risk, you guys. And this is why we test and measure, okay? This page is now generating a lot of traffic. Let me see if it has a rel equals canonical. Hold on, I just want to see one thing real quick. Because I know I was playing with this about a month ago. Don't worry if you don't understand all the terms that I'm saying right now. You'll start to learn these as you work with me. Okay, it does. So let me explain this. There's an attribute that we can add that says the actual code, by the way, is rel, R-E-L equals canonical. You can see this canonical here if you were to code it yourself, but I'm using the Yoast plugin to add mine. The canonical says, hey, Google, I see that you're ranking this page for these terms, that I'd prefer you rank this page. But the only way this is actually working is if you've technically duplicated the content on both pages. The rel equals canonical says, hey, Google, I realize both of these pages are the same. This is the page I want to rank for it. And in my case, they're not the same. So adding the rel equals canonical is probably not doing much because they're technically not the same content. So we're going to get rid of that today. And here's what we're going to do instead. And this is going to be drastic. I'm pausing because I'm thinking. Here's the risk. The risk is if I just take one primary zip code page, which is what my instinct is telling me to do, and I'm usually pretty good instinctively, and I'm willing to fail, so it's okay if it doesn't work. My instinct is saying, take this one page, link it to all of the zip codes, but don't this is tough because the reason why East Las Vegas zip code started doing so well was because it didn't have a lot of competition. And I'll open it. I think I already opened it. It didn't have a lot of competition, and it started getting traffic quickly for the term East Las Vegas zip codes. And so Google then started to believe this was the page that's most related to Las Vegas zip codes. So my choice is I can actually do a redirect and send this to the main zip code page, but then I would have to get rid of anywhere I'm linking to this page or it would cause a redirect loop. So I could say, hey, Google, if anybody lands on East Las Vegas zip codes page, actually send them to this zip code page. So that would kind of pass that link equity back to this page. But if you notice here, I have a list of, see these East zip codes? I need to get rid of those as to not confuse Google that that is a primary page, okay? So here's how we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and edit our page. And guys, this is real deal creativity here. You're watching the real thing. And when you watch me create and learn like this, it's not going to be perfect. And I'm going to change things as we go. But at least you'll be able to see the real live process of what works here. Okay? So a couple things I need to think about is, one, what does the hierarchy of this page look like? So what's the menu look like on that page? So see here where I've got browse by community and browse by zip codes. I can get rid of that, and then the user would just be clicking through down here to get to where they want to go. And this is what I think I need to do. I'm going to build a table of contents up here. I'm going to get rid of this top table, and I'm going to get rid of the ability for them to link to those parent pages. And what we hope is going to happen is, once we do this and do a redirect from this page to this page, we're hoping that that passes that link equity back to the primary page we want to rank for zip codes. This is super risky. And this is why most people won't do this. Now, I'm not attached. I definitely want to keep getting the business that comes from my traffic. However, I have room to play. I've got 5 businesses, 7 streams of income. So I can play with something, and if it breaks, I'll put it back. And I know how to put it back, so it's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and do this, and we'll come back and measure and see how it works, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the main page, and we are going to remove the table, that drop-down menu that's on the top. Now, how I do that, I'm using my marketing company, ballenbrands.com, builds websites. So this is our custom theme for WordPress. So here I've got my featured showcase. This is up here. If you want to make reference, it's up here. I want to get rid of this. So we're going to go to here, and we are going to uncheck. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, not that. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. We're going to keep that checked because that leaves it a featured showcase on the homepage. We're going to drop this down, and we are going to disable the category box. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to click update just so that it saves my changes. Now, looking at the page, the next thing I want to do is I want to get rid of any of these links that go to those parent pages, because remember, I don't want it to go to that East Las Vegas page. I want the link to, I want this page to have the primary, I want the main page to have, I don't want to be passing that link equity to that other page that's ranking. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Edit Showcase. I'm going to scroll down one by one. There's the map. Okay. Now, we have our slider up here, and just so that you can see, that's right here. There's the slider. All right, and now these are fine. These are relating to the city. And actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of these two. And the reason why is I'm going to have less links going out to the other pages. I want to keep more of the link equity on this page. So I'm only going to link to zip codes and no parent pages. So let me scroll down here. So see where it says Southwest Las Vegas zip codes? I'm going to click on that parent page, and I'm going to break that link, take it off, and only leave these zip codes. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing down here. We're going to get rid of the link that goes to that parent page, Northwest Las Vegas zip codes. I will probably get rid of those pages and do a redirect back to the parent page. So I'll break down what is Northwest, what is Southwest, but I'm not, I think those parent pages in this particular case are hurting me. There's sometimes when the keyword is so competitive that you need those smaller child pages to rank. But the fact that I got onto page 1 already for the term Las Vegas zip codes, even though it's super competitive, tells me that I can, and I'd rather do that than to try to get all these smaller pages ranking. So, you know, you try something, and if it doesn't go the way you want it to go, but you do something else. So I'm going to break that one, and I'm going to do the same thing here. It may come down to me even getting rid of the zip code links and just listing them out, and then having one link that goes just to a page of Southwest Las Vegas zip codes. So we'll get there as we go, but let's see how we do with this first. So we'll break the East Las Vegas zip code link. Not break, I'm removing it, okay? And this zip codes by neighborhood, I'm not too sure that that's going to stay, but let's not remove too much. So let's leave that for now. Full list of zip codes. What does that do? Hold on, let me look at my page. Okay, let's get rid of those. Again, keeping more links on the main page we want to rank for. So this is really going to put a lot more of the equity back on this page. All right, now I'm going to change the publish date to today, which is November 29th, 2018. I'm going to click update. Now, in my case, Google is crawling my site constantly because I'm always putting out new content. If you have a brand new website, it's going to take a lot longer for Google to come crawl, so you won't see the changes as quickly as I do if you have a newer website or a website that doesn't have content posted on it frequently. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at our page that we just now updated. Make sure our changes are there. Okay, they are. Now, another thing I might come back and do is remove. I have affiliate marketing on my website, so I have ads on there. I may choose to exclude this page from my ads if that's hurting me, but I don't want to do it today, or we're not going to know what works and what doesn't work. So for now, let's just go ahead and do this. So our main changes today are that we're not finished. We need to now do a redirect on the East Las Vegas zip codes to the main parent page, okay? So all we have to do is take the link from this page, Las Vegas zip codes, and hold on, I want to make sure I'm on my East Las Vegas zip code page. Yeah, East Las Vegas, okay? I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where I have a plugin to do my redirect. Now, you can do your redirect in Yoast. You can use a plugin, whatever works for you. In my case, I have Quick Page Post Redirect. I'm going to click to make redirect active. I'm going to paste the redirect here, and I'm going to hit submit. Now, the good news is if I break anything, I have a tool called Broken Links. I have a plugin on my website that tells me if there's any broken links. And I also have a website audit in SEMrush happening frequently, and it'll let me know if there's any errors, okay? Now, watch what happens. We did a redirect. So before, we were landing on this East Las Vegas zip code page. Now when we click view, it should redirect and go to our main zip code page. So let's watch. Click view showcase. And it worked. We're back to our main page. So now if somebody clicks on anything to do with East Las Vegas zip codes, they should go to this main page, which is fine because they still can access a whole section on East Las Vegas zip code. So I didn't take anything away from that user experience, what they're going to find, okay? So just to recap our current rankings so that we can look at this next week, our current rankings for the Las Vegas zip code page is a total of, this is where I need my spreadsheet. We have 36 keywords ranking, okay, total. And our main one, which is Las Vegas zip code, I believe we said is now not ranking at all because we took that away. Yeah. So as of today, November 29th, this page does not even rank for Las Vegas zip code or Las Vegas zip codes because the East Las Vegas page was cannibalizing that. So let's see now. Our main goal now is next time we check in, and I'll check this daily and I'll come back and tell you how long it took. The next time we check in, we want to see that this page now ranks for Las Vegas zip codes and the other page does not, and we will know that at least that activity we did today worked for that purpose. And then we will continue to build and optimize from there. I'm Lori Ballen. You can check out my training at theballenmethod.com, and I thank you for joining me today.